kids, big kids, little kids, comic books and toys for all the girls and boys.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Adam.
And I'm McKenna.
And today we are going to draw Iron Man. And we're going to draw one of the classic Iron Man outfits that I grew up with, the red and gold one. So get out your pencils, markers, crayons, whatever you like to draw with, and let's have some fun.
Yep.
All right, everybody, we have our pencils out. We're going to do a very loose, light sketch. So if you can't see it, you can skip ahead to our inking. We'll do markers over this when we're done, and then we'll color it, of course. Yep. So we're going to start with an oval for the head, and it's going to be pretty much in the center of the page. I'm going to actually get up a little higher. I'm going to start just like that, just a little oval. That's the shape of my head right there. Okay, I'm going to do another little oval circle for the neck. And then I'm going to do an oval for the body. Okay, feel free to get loose with it. And then another circle for like the waist area. And there for the crotch area. I'm gonna have his legs spread apart like he's in an action pose. So this is the top part of the legs. And then I'm gonna draw a circle for the knee. And then the bottom part of the leg, the calf area. This part is a little bit more straighter. And then this part is a little thicker at the top, and then it gets skinny at the bottom. It's almost like a talon or a claw shape. Mm. And then it gets a little thicker, and then we bring out the foot, kind of like that. And this is all very loose. Just trying to give you guys an idea. This is called a gesture drawing. This is just me trying to get the gesture. So this leg is going to be coming set back a little. So I'm going to kind of like have it at a bit of an angle. It's just another oval shape, really. It's just a little stretched out. I'm going to draw the knee. And then the leg's going to be kind of coming inward this time. So it's going to be kind of like that. And then the foot will come out like so. And it's a little shorter. So you'll see that there's an angle here. Like this is where the shadow would be underneath. Just gives it a little bit of action. I'm going to make the head a little bigger. I'm going to make my shoulders a little bit more broad here. So just at the top, really. I'm going to bring these out a little bit more. So see, I'm doing this like. And then I'm gonna right here where we have like this oval roundish shape here. I'm gonna kind of connect these down because he doesn't really have that. He's not like a big circle and a little circle. He's not that skinny. So like that. Okay. So now we're gonna do this part of the arm here, and then we're going to do another oval shape here. This arm is kind of set back a little bit. So it's going to come down, kind of like how this leg did here, where the muscle tapers down. We're going to do the same thing with this arm. And then the hand. Now we're going to get a little fancy. We're going to overlap some shapes here to make this arm coming forward at us. So we're going to first do like right there. A bit of the shoulder. Now it's going to start to angle upwards, and this oval is going to overlap that, and it's going to get bigger. It's bigger than this one. See how this one is much bigger than this? Okay. And then again, it's going to overlap. But watch what I do, because this part right here is going to overlap, but it's going to curve a little. But watch. And then this part is going to come up like that. Okay? And then we're going to draw a big old hand, which is going to be coming forward. And this isn't precise perspective or anything. We're just doing this to give a sense that this arm is coming forward. So now we're gonna add a little bit of detail of the thumb here. And it's going to come kind of like up like that. And then the other fingers are going to come forward. So we're going to do, and the fingers have 3 parts. So 1, 2, 3 here. We're going to kind of like do it like that. Where the top one, the fingertip is coming forward. Like that. And then these fingers will connect as well. And you could just draw them as noodles as well. I like to draw a little bit. All right. And then he's got his repulsor blasters on his palms here. I'm going to draw like that. All right. That's not a bad sketch. So he has these ovals on his hips. So we're going to draw 2 ovals here like that. And then for his gloves, see how this part here, we're going to actually make this part of his armor that like the part of his glove that it's a little thicker. And then we're going to do the same thing here where we do like a shape like this. And then that same shape is in the boots. Like that. Okay, and then so for the helmet, oh, he's got his little arc reactor circle here. It's basically 2 circles, a larger one, and then one that's a little bit smaller in the center. And then this Iron Man armor has 2 little circles there. And then he has these shoulder pad things that come up. They're not really shoulder pads. I don't know what they are. What you would call these things. One goes there. And then this one, because it's at an angle, because he's lifting his arm up, it kind of comes like that. And then around. Kind of like that. Right, we could give him a little bit of muscle if we want. Should we give him a 6-pack? First we'll add his belt. So the belt has a horizontal line, and then actually they come down at an angle like this. And then for some reason, I'm not going to argue with the design because it's classic and I like it. Iron Man kind of has like underwear on the outside of his armor here. It kind of goes like that. And then these, we'll do 3 lines here like that. Okay, let's make sure we give Iron Man a neck. And he's got like spot that comes down here. This goes around, attaches the neck to the top. And then his boots also have these lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4 on the shin area. And then we're going to curve it where it curves like this on the boot. It starts to curve that way. And then the same thing on this foot. It's going to curve up like that. And then for the arm, for this arm, because it's coming forward, we're going to do like these stretched out U shapes. We'll do 3. And then they curve the opposite way on this side. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to just tighten up this hand here where I do the thumb is behind the fingers. And we're just going to make it like a fist. It's not very detailed. We're just going to doing like that. Now for the fingers also have those lines, and this will help with our form. So watch what we do. We're going to do a curve there. It's curving inward. And then for these fingers, they're curving out. I'm going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And at the palm of the hand, they come like that. All right, now for the Iron Man armor. So he's got a flat jaw. So we're gonna do a little horizontal line, and then it's gonna come up at an angle. And it's a very simple shape because it's a old school helmet. Like that. He's got some curves, cylinder curves for his ears, kind of like that. They don't stick out too far. And then pretty much at the top, we have like this pointy shape that comes down, and that comes back down around like that. Like part of this will be red where I'm coloring in right here. And then for his mouth, it's real simple. It's like this, it's basically just like two lines connected. And we're gonna curve his eyes the same way. And they're just basically like little slits.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of prefer this look to the very detailed look of current Iron Man armor. So here this could get a little tricky while we're inking, so I'm just gonna tighten this up where this armor kind of, oh, you already did it there. And then this is that line. And there we go. All right, good sketch. If you want, because your Iron Man is up high here, you could draw like blasts coming out of his feet. Like if you wanted to make like he's flying, you could do that. Mine's gonna be on ground, so. And this hand and this arm is totally exaggerated, but I like to do that just for fun. It reminds me of old school comics when everything didn't have to be super realistic. I just like to have fun with it. So I'm actually gonna ink with a thin marker. I'm sure McKenna is as well.
Yep.
I'm going to start with my eyes, and if for some reason your marker isn't...
Are you going to color them in?
I'm going to color in like the top part, like right there, like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the mouth. This marker isn't too good. I'm going to try another one. How's yours? Not too good? Here, this one's good. How's that one? Better for you?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to do these two lines here where I go like that. That. And then I'm going to bring it all the way down. Like that. And then I'm going to do the jaw. Oh, come on. All right. Now I'm going to, right here at the jaw, I'm going to extend that a little. And I'm going to come up. It's real thin. And then I'm going to do the round parts, the cylinders for the ears, like so. And then I'm going to have the neck come down, like that. And then it's going to curve around like that. And then I'm going to do another curve like that because he's got like this neck thing. I don't know what you would call it, where his armor connects. And then he's got some thinner lines that come around just like his gloves and boots. Now one thing I would do normally, or I'd add a little bit of weight, you know, if I'm inking underneath his jaw where the neck is, just so it separates it a little bit. So you can see I'm just adding a little bit of weight to those lines there. The markers aren't doing so good. All right, looking good, looking good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do shoulder. I'm gonna do one there, and there. going to do this little shoulder pad here that kind of curves around. If anybody wants to sponsor us to get new markers, I don't know. I'm going to pull out the new marker set.
Yep.
I'm not doing too good here with these markers. All right, so I have that curve there. Oh, you already did that part. I'm going to, this arm come here. All right, so I'm gonna have this bicep go there first, and then I'm gonna do the bottom part that also overlaps there. And you'll see me, I turn my paper a lot just to have a better angle of drawing things. So now I'm going to draw this part of the glove that kind of comes down and around like that. And it's thicker than the other part, so I'm going to do that. And then this part comes up like that. This part curves down. Okay. Now this part of the thumb is going to come up like that. And then angle outward. And then we're going to loop it up. We're going to kind of like straighten it out just a little bit. And then the palm of the hand will come like that. And then I'm going to draw, you can see just slightly overlaps right there. And then I'm going to do this part of this finger. And I'm actually going to come up with a straight line, and I'm going to curve it on the bottom part. So I'm going to curve it once, twice, 3 times, like that. And then same thing when I do this finger, I'm going to use a straight line, and I'm going to curve it once, twice, 3 times. And they're kind of overlapping each other, because I'll show you what I'll do later when I get to it. And then this line, this finger again, once, twice, 3 times. And I made my hand super big, so I'm really close to the edge of the paper. And finally the pinky. Once, twice, 3, and it should connect just like that. I'm going to draw another part of the palm from this angle that goes like right there. And then I'm going to do my little repulsor there, and I'm going to make it, I had it as more of a circle, I'm going to make it a little bit more of an oval right there. And then I'm just going to thicken up right underneath there, like that. Now right here where these 2 lines are, I'm not going to connect those, but what I am going to do is I'm going to do a line like that. And these are going to be the little details in his glove there. I'm going to do a second one and a third one. And depending on how big yours are, you could do them bigger or smaller. So now here where the fingers are, right at the finger, towards the fingertip, I'm going to do a line like that. And I'm going to try to keep these lines very thin. And then where the line curved, where it overlapped, I'm going to add another line. Like so. And they don't always have to go the full length. Sometimes you could just imply that it's there. They're kind of like the Spider-Man's webs.
Yeah.
Like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the thumb here. And the palm of his hand. But on this side of the palm, I'm going to, yeah, it's going to stay the same. Like that. It probably actually should have curved the other way. That's my mistake. Yeah. And then I'm going to do a line here, here. Just to Sometimes we make mistakes when we draw. Okay, now I'm going to do this part of the chest here that comes out like that. And then comes down another curve there. And then it kind of straightens out and curves out. And then on this side, line there. Another little one, and then it's going to straighten out a little bit. I'm going to do this other shoulder pad here that's going to kind of curve down and then taper down into the side. And remember, these are all just lines and shapes. I know I kind of work fast sometimes, but I'm trying to work slow for you so everyone can see the process. I'm not going to connect this right here yet. I'm just going to zoom tight. I went almost the full length, but not the whole way, because I'm going to kind of come at an angle. This is where his elbow would be. So you can see I made that kind of almost L-shaped right there. And I did a line here that goes at an angle upward. And this line comes down. And then it's going to angle down. And then here's where his glove starts. Do you like this Iron Man armor?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you grew up with a totally different armor, so you're gonna have probably like things differently than I do. Okay, then we're gonna do his thumb. That's behind his fingers. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. And we're just kind of implying these fingers. Then we have the lines for the glove there. And I'm not going to draw all the lines in this hand. Okay, then we have the...
And I'm not drawing either?
If you want, you could do like, simple lines like that. But because yours is small, I don't think you need to. Because we're gonna
just like one across.
I wouldn't even bother.
Oh,
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it on mine unless you asked. I messed up my circle there. I started to think about we own a page of original artwork for I think it's Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, and like if you look at the original artwork, there are some panels with Spider-Man where they don't even put the webs on it, like they just draw them and then the colorist colors it, and because the image is so small when it prints that you wouldn't even know if you wouldn't see the webs anyways, or it would turn it into a blob of ink. So sometimes you just put lines where they're kind of supposed to be, or you imply where they're going to be. So draw this shape there, and then I'm going to do my cylinders here, these discs. Then I'm going to draw the top of his waist pants here. This one curves down that way. This one is going to have a curve like that. Looking great. I haven't drawn Iron Man in a while.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to do his leg. This is kind of where his knee is, and then it's going to flare out like that. And draw a line there, and then this muscle that kind of comes down like that. Another part of his knee. And then I drew another knee, like part of his knee line there. And like that. And then this part of his boot is going to curve around. And the two sides that go like that. And then that curves around and up. And I give him thicker calf, and then it comes down to his ankle. And the foot is going to come out like that. I'm going to get a little thinner. It's going to curve up and in. And then it's going to be a little it's going to be much thinner here at the ankle, and then it's going to curve up. Okay, so we're going to do a line right there. Have another line that overlaps. This part of the leg comes out, and the knee's going to be pointing out a little bit. Go through a little line like that. And I joke around with McConaughey because I can. It's okay to make mistakes. Please don't get upset or throw your paper around or anything like that. It's all good. I make mistakes all the time, and I'm supposed to be a professional. It's okay. So I'm going to do a like straight line. And again, my anatomy is by no means perfect here. We're just having fun, trying to exaggerate and all right. Because nobody has a foot this big. They say that's a huge foot. I'm actually going to make my little thinner there. All right, so I'm going to draw these lines that are on the leg and the boot. Did like 4 of them there, and then these are going to curve up this way. And you'll notice sometimes I don't follow my own sketch. Sometimes you just make different decisions. You know what, that works anyways because it looks like that leg is coming forward because he's flying. So I actually like yours. Yeah. I'm going to give mine a 6-pack here. I'm not getting exact with it. It's he's looking a little doughy. He's got his dad bod. I probably shouldn't have done that. No, I can't stop. Now, if you wanted, this is where you can add other details, like if you want to do some feathering to create some shadows. I like doing stuff like that. You can see I'm just going with some lines that go from like kind of thick to thinner lines. These aren't, you can't really get a thick to thin feathering lines with these type of markers. You could kind of try, but I do my best. That came out great.
Yeah.
Let's see. You're gonna color it now?
Yeah, I guess.
Of course.
I mean, it's more 3D.
Yeah, it looks great.
Oh, wait, you have to erase it first.
Oh, I have to erase it? Oh, boy. You hear this, folks? My artist son can't erase his own lines.
Fine. I just wanted you to do it, so.
Yeah, I know. Just take your time. And if you
I usually do it wrong.
if you tear the paper, you can just restart. And we'll have to shoot this whole video again. Gonna draw some type of energy coming from his hand, I think.
No. I'm not.
No. He's just getting ready to blast.
Yep.
That works. I think this is the more advanced Iron Man armor.
I mean,
You wanna know why?
why?
Because like the well, besides the like the nanotech one, which is, you know, he could just apparently think and it comes on or comes off. But like the Iron Man movie, the Iron Man armor in like the first couple movies where it like he has to have it put on him.
Yeah.
Right? This one just like came out of his suitcase. And it was like soft and then it would like harden around him. I just thought that was a cooler thing than having like a robot suit basically. I don't know. Just my little opinion. What? What are you talking about?
What?
So we have all of our Iron Man colors right there. Super simple.
Not simple. War.
It's what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Kids.
Grown-ups.
Grown-ups. Yeah, I'm not going to draw mine flying. All right, everybody. Here are our Iron Man drawings.
Yep.
Thank you so much for drawing with us and being patient while I finish up my coloring. I really appreciate it. Always have a good time drawing with everybody.
Yep.
Hopefully this wasn't too complicated, and can't wait to see what everybody drew. So until next time, peace, love, and art.